want to talk about the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. That ain't controversial. That's 5-time world champion Dallas Cowboys. And I'm sending that love out.
Rocky, look at me.
I'm sending that out. Hey, you're cutting Donald's. The love out to my good buddy, Jeff Zielinski from that god-awful place, Philadelphia. And
Filthy-delphia.
Filthy-delphia. And love out to my buddy, John Anders, works for Octagon, that I deal with Allstate. He's from Philly too. They love them Eagles.
Hey, was John's the one that worked at not the Ho-Ho. Oh, the Wawa.
The Wawa. That's who I was just talking to for the last 30 minutes was John.
Yeah, that's why we're late today. Dad was talking to John with
Allstate.
Yeah, basically Allstate.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, the sad thing about this COVID deal is it has affected everybody's life. Everybody's life, and I don't care if you live in Dallas, Texas, if you live in Nashville, or if you live in the Congo. I don't care. Everybody in the world is affected by this thing in some manner. The good thing is the bars can open back up tomorrow.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! So you know we're happy about that, but it's a new world. You know, for every day, Monday through Friday, which today is my anniversary. Happy anniversary, honey! I love you.
What about me?
It's your anniversary, Bigun. How many years for you?
6.
6 years. And it's my grandma and grandpa's anniversary too.
How long would they have been married?
I don't know.
What about me?
What about you? You're a little squirrel.
Happy anniversary, Curly.
Hey, don't cut, Curly. Don't cut nothing in my truck with those scissors. Grandpa will get mad. And if I get mad, I'll headbutt you.
Yeah, just like Pearl headbutted me. Look at that.
So, you know, the thing is, it's a tragedy, and a lot of people have lost their jobs. I forget, what are we at? 15% job loss, unemployment, and
You'd think it'd be more than that.
15% is a lot, but
Yeah.
a lot of people are working from home, so it's affected, just like Allstate. You know, we've had bikes on tour with Allstate for 10 years. Well, Allstate ain't going bikes on tour now. You know, I mean, and this COVID thing has affected a lot of things, and it's affected a lot of big companies, and the big companies have to play it closer to the vest than the smaller companies like us. You know, they have to do everything politically correct. So I don't know, it's a different world. What I was going to say is, me and my beautiful wife, every day, Monday through Friday, we eat lunch out at 11 o'clock. We go to lunch. We haven't been to lunch in over 2 months, 2.5 months, and even when they opened the restaurants up 25%, we went once. We were the only two in the place, and the people serving us were wearing masks and gloves. It was very eerie. So we haven't been to lunch. We don't feel comfortable going out to eat. Today's our anniversary. I said, "You want to go out to eat tonight?" And she said, "I'm not ready." And truthfully, I'm not ready either.
Oh, mister, I go to Walmart constantly. Is scared to go to a restaurant?
I don't go to Walmart. Be careful what you say on the public airways, Bigun. See, just kidding, honey. I don't go to Walmart. Big mouth. I ain't going to anywhere. I went to Walmart one time. I didn't like it.
Oh, good.
So, this is Harry Hines that we're on. Show Killer's right there. So that's Killer's Hamburger Restaurant. It's been there for, I don't know, since the 50s. And it's just a little drive-in restaurant. Hamburgers are $2, I think.
Riddle me this. What is the famous number 5?
Number 5 is a double cheeseburger with
Remy sauce.
special sauce, but it's like
Thousand Island, I think.
yeah, like Thousand Island.
And they have those poppy seed buns, which I love and Dad hates.
I hate it because it gets all in your teeth. That's why I hate them.
So I would like to call out a gentleman here.
A gentleman.
Gentleman. Adam Rosenbaum. He
Rosenbaum.
said, yeah, so I think he thinks you call me Megan instead of Bigun, because he said, "Hi, Megan."
Bigun.
Bigun.
Bigun, because when she was born, she was a big baby. Yeah, so that's why I call her Bigun.
Hey, Margaret Shields said, did you hear that they're going to cancel the Lone Star Rally this year? Is that true?
The Lone Star Rally is not till October, Margaret.
November. She lives down there. That's where we see her, is the Lone Star Rally every year.
Oh, yeah, so it's either at the end of October or the first part of November. I don't think they're canceling that.
Huh.
My friend owns that rally. I'll have to call and ask her. But Sturgis is still going, and the thing is, I've been talking to the people at Sturgis, and they make so much, you know, because the Black Hills Rally is in the middle of nowhere. The towns are 4,000, 5,000, 8,000 people, so they depend on all of these bikers coming for their yearly revenue. So even if the rally is officially canceled, there will still be tens of thousands of bikes there riding the Black Hills, and me and Bigun will be two of them.
Look at Pearl's souvenirs.
Where do you find that stuff?
Okay, so I just want to say really quick, because we're about to pass it. I don't know. Look at that working girl.
Where?
Right there.
Harry Hines, brother.
We had that tornado that came through here, 6 months ago maybe? And this was a huge disaster area. Like, they're still rebuilding some of these buildings.
Well, there's more stuff behind us. We kind of passed most of it.
He was talking. Yeah, but they're, like, Harry Hines was just demolished.
Yeah, there was a lot of companies that lost everything during that tornado.
And then, so speaking of the whole coronavirus and everything, do you think that, I like your steering wheel cover.
Yeah. See, Mickey's right side up over on the other side.
Let me see.
See, so that was the Harley shop when I was a kid.
Lee Woods.
That was Lee Woods Harley Davidson.
So I wanted to ask you, which this is one of my...
Let me ask you this. Go ahead.
This is one of my... Goat head. This is one of my controversial topics. Speaking of the whole corona thing, do you think history is repeating itself?
From the Spanish flu?
Well, like any kind of flu, but supposedly every time it's an election year, something happens.
No.
You don't think that's true? Like, you know, like the swine flu and...
No.
You don't?
What about that bird flu?
Whatever happened to the bird flu?
Flew out.
Yeah, it did.
Flew away.
This is also known as the Harry Hines...
Asian district? What do they call this?
I think it's the Korean district, but this is where...
There's a famous place when the men come here and they go to Strokers, the women always go to a place up here called Sam Moon's. And I want to drive past Sam Moon's. How do I get there, Bigun?
It's right up here on the right, past the freeway.
So Sam Moon is...
There's no S on Moon's. It's Sam Moon.
Sam Moon is a trinket kind of, and I've only been in there once or twice, but the women love to go in there, and what is it? It's just like a bunch of worthless junk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like jewelry and purses and
$10, $20 stuff.
Yeah, not even that. It's UJ.
It used to be real small, and it kept getting bigger and bigger, and now some people from around the country, they'll say, "Where you at?" And I'm saying, "I'm riding the heart of..." Are you close to Sam Moon's? Yeah, it's like a trinket shop. It's a trinket shop with junk that only people that go there are tourists.
And women.
It's right here, right?
Yeah.
It's women.
Oh, it's the whole Sam Moon Center now.
And it's not just women, it's a bunch of white women. You know that?
No, I did not.
Like Hillary Clinton, those kind of women go here.
Hey, Juanita is watching.
Hi, Juanita. I love Juanita.
I know.
So there's Sam.
Do you think she'll chuckle and be like, "Oh God, they called me Juanita"? She's gonna know exactly.
Hey, Juanita, have you ever been to Sam Moon's? I bet you have.
Yeah.
So look at it. So this is a whole... I hadn't been over here since it's a whole shopping center.
Well, they moved it. It was across the freeway, and they moved it.
Right.
Okay, so this is our Sturgis vehicle, just to let you on a little insider info. We take this vehicle to Sturgis, this big Ford, so my kids find all sorts of stuff to play with that we left in here from Sturgis. What else you got, Curly?
Quit playing with all my stuff.
I got this.
You curly-headed rascal.
My brother got some.
Your brother got it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna headbutt your brother, and then I'm gonna headbutt you.
All right, so I'm gonna bring up another
Controversial?
controversial.
What was the first controversy?
It's history repeating itself.
That ain't controversial.
25 controversial debate topics. First, number 1. History is repeating itself.
Okay.
Let's see. Horror movies will destroy your mental well-being. Do you even like horror movies?
The Exorcist was the scariest movie I ever saw, and I was like a teenager, and I saw The Exorcist. I think it came out in 74, 5, or 6 when I was like a junior or senior in high school. Oh, and it was scary.
Huh.
You ever see it?
Yeah, I think I have. Once or twice. Didn't it have Al Pacino in it?
No.
The guy kind of looked like Al Pacino, though, didn't he? Yes, he did.
No.
Let's see. Will we ever get rid of terrorism?
I'd rather talk about motorcycles and hot rods and that's
Sturgis.
about it. And that's part of the motorcycle deal. You know what I'd like to do?
What?
I'd like to be able to go to Sturgis one time and have my 69 up there.
There is no way well, of course it'd make it the whole way, but you can't pull a trailer and all of our stuff.
No.
So why don't we'll take a car hauler one day.
We're doing good just to have motorcycles up there.
Yep.
I mean, but that's what we do is we get this big, this is the 1-ton Ford dually. We get this thing, we hook up. I got a really cool trailer from my friends at Factory Transport, Ted and Jeannie Moody, and they treat me right. They built me a badass trailer. You know, the homeless population's getting worse and worse and worse.
Hey, what's your favorite Harley motor? Says Shannon Poor. Poor old Shannon.
Poor old Shannon Poor. I'm gonna go with the shovel. I love the panhead motor, but I'm gonna go with the shovel because the shovel head was the very first Harley Davidson motor I ever had, and I love that motor. That and this panhead was the second Harley Davidson I ever had. I love that motor.
This is off topic, but did you ever call AC?
Your whole life is off topic.
Did you ever call AC pros to tune up your ACs? Because one of them was rattling the other one by the front door.
Yeah, they came out and they fixed a couple of, they fixed one air conditioner at the bar, and they're supposed to come back out in the next couple of days. My good buddies Russ Teeger and his beautiful wife Laura are supposed to come back out and do some more work for me.
They actually just tuned up and serviced my AC, and it works perfect now.
If you need an air conditioner company in Dallas, Fort Worth, AC Pros are truly AC Pros.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so we use them at the house, we use them at Strokers, we use them everywhere.
Yep.
Those guys are great.
I'm kind of partial to Joel and Justin. They were very nice.
Yeah, Justin was the one they sent out.
Oh, good. He's the one who did my house.
Yeah, so there, you know, there's a lot of stuff happening in the motorcycle world.
I'm kind of sweaty at 71 degrees.
I can't help you with that, buddy. So
Yuck.
There's something about getting on a bike, a Harley or a custom bike or your Honda or whatever it is that you're drawn to, and just going for a ride. It's so therapeutic just to go somewhere, and I love to go for a ride somewhere and not have any route. Maybe you have a destination in mind, but you don't have a specific route, so that if you see a cool road, you can go down that road and see where it takes you, knowing that, okay, we got to wind up going north, so we got to, whatever. And if you see a cool greasy spoon or some spot that you want to stop.
What is a greasy spoon?
A greasy spoon is an old diner. It's like Big State or something. It's just a mom and pop one day me and Joe T were riding, and we were we were close to Maybank, and we'd been riding, and we were looking for lunch.
Look at that van.
I know, it's a shorty. We were looking for lunch, so we stopped at a gas station, and an old lady pulled up next to us, and Joe T said, "Hey, can you tell us where we could get some lunch? Is there a good place?" And she said, "There's two places a mile from here, straight up the road, that are both great places to eat, and they're right across the street from each other." And Joe said, "About a mile up?" And she said, "Yeah, you can't miss them. They're about a mile up, and either one of them will be fine." He goes, "Okay, all right, well, I appreciate it." And then I'm pumping my gas next to her, and I said, "Ma'am, what's the name of those two places?" Well, she said, "The one on the left is called Sonic, and the one on the right is called McDonald's." I looked at Joe T, and he looked at me, and we said, "Thank you." We didn't eat there. We wound up eating at the Maybank Cafe, and it was one of those where they call everybody baby, you know. It's the guy with the Harley trailer out there.
Yeah, there's your
Chinese stuff.
China.
China.
Yeah, that was my next question. What's your favorite route to ride on a motorcycle? What about electric motor for motorcycle? What?
Not for me, buddy. Not for me.
What's your question, Bobo?
Don't call that boy Bobo.
What about Bobo King?
No.
The Bobo King.
Not funny. Not cool. So yeah, so I mean, the whole way that the motorcycle deal works is if you ride your motorcycle. If you have a motorcycle you're not riding, let me sell it. Because it's not getting worth any more money, it's getting worth less money. So if you have a motorcycle that's sitting in your garage, and maybe you're too old, or you don't feel comfortable, or you don't feel safe, or your back hurts, let me sell it for you. I can send a guy to come get it. We'll get it, we'll go through it, we'll clean it up, and we'll put it on the floor, and we'll sell it, and write you a check.
Or maybe you want to just trade out. Maybe we have something you like, and you want to trade. We do trades. We have about 30 companies we use for financing. We send it to one of our goons, and he brokers it out and finds you the best rate. Yeah, Dave Arthur.
Dave Arthur's a goon.
Yeah. If you left Strokers and wanted to ride to a cool biker bar destination outside of Dallas, where would it be? Thanks for the feedback, everybody.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, up in the Black Hills, there's lots of good bars up there, lots of good places to eat, lots of good bars. I've been to bars all over the country. The Iron Horse Saloon in Daytona is awesome.
What is the point of this bridge? So they built that bridge. Here's it's the longest ramp imaginable. Yeah, what is the point of that? Just to get across?
I thought it was for disabled people with the wheelchair deal, but...
How are they going to get up all those ramps?
Well, there's...
Silly.
I hear the fuzz. There's cops behind me. At the yard, tell them I said leave me alone.
Jimmy McDaniel goes...
Here's where the tornado was.
Look at that buildings.
And see, that's who does all our tires.
Star Tire.
Yeah, see over here.
Oh yeah, look at this. It was all demolished by a tornado not too long ago.
Jimmy who wants what?
Jimmy McDaniel goes...
Oh, here comes the cops.
That's the fuzz.
Get out the way, boys. It's actually not the cops, it's the ambulance.
He said, yeah, his sister looks like a Bobo or Fuzzy Bunny biker name. Ask his sister. Good one, Jimmy McDaniel.
Hey, you got an ambulance, you might want to get out of the way, you pinhead.
I can't even see it.
Right here. That's an ambulance.
Adam Rosenbaum said, I've seen someone ride in snow during the winter in Iowa. Crazy riding a bagger in the snow. So whenever you went to pick up your Harley one day, your brand new Harley, you wanted to ride it home, it was what, almost snowing?
It was 30 degrees, 31 degrees, and it was really cold, and it was on the other side of downtown Fort Worth, and I was picking up my brand new Harley Davidson.
Didn't the battery die because it was too cold?
The battery died when I first picked it up. I was so excited to pick up my new Harley, and it wouldn't start. And it was freezing, but I didn't care. I never felt the cold. And that's the thing about riding a motorcycle. If you have a motorcycle, ride the damn thing. And if you don't want to ride it, let me sell it for you. Let me sell it. Or if you want to trade it in, like Bigun said, whatever. I mean, you gotta get out. You gotta, if you got a motorcycle, you want to enjoy the damn thing.
Look at that weird tower. What did that used to be?
That's the old movie theater.
What is it now? Nothing?
No, I think it's a Mexican dance joint or something.
Huh.
But that was a movie theater in the 50s, and it was one of the fanciest ones in Dallas. This is where they had the Circle, which was a big roundabout. That bar my mom owned was right here. And so that was the big movie theater. And then in the 70s, when I was in high school and right after high school, it was a discotheque, and they called it the Old Theater Disco. And so we used to go in there, and it was a big dance floor on the bottom, and then up top was a big bar, and then they had a bunch of pool tables and foosball tables. And in Irving and Dallas, they used to have in the 70s places called foosball parlors. So it would be, you'd go into a foosball parlor and they might have 30 foosball tables or 50 foosball tables. Foosball was huge, and me and my brother and our buddy David Allen, we lived to play foosball. See, so there's the old theater right there.
Stereo Live.
Yeah, it's a Mexican joint now.
Hey, Jimmy McDaniel also wants to know, what's your favorite working on hot rods or motor scooters?
Motorcycles are my first passion, but hot rod cars and stuff are right there with it. They go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. I can't imagine not having a cool motorcycle, and I can't imagine not having a cool truck or a cool car. Can't imagine that.
Hey, George Kinner says, I think my brother works on your vehicles. Kinner Diesel Repair in San Angelo. Nope, we're a long way from San Angelo.
Yep.
Here comes a train.
I hear that train a-coming, rolling round the bend. Well, I ain't seen the sunshine since, I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. You think I sing good, Curly? You don't think I sing good? I'm sorry, girl. I think I sing nice. Rock, do you think I sing good?
Yep.
Thank you, Rocky.
Yep.
I think Curly's tired.
Curly, you tired?
That's what she's saying.
You want a swig of this cold drink?
That's my Coke.
I do.
Let Curly have a swig first.
Name 2 or 3. No, this girl is planning a trip from Kansas City. What's the name of the bar your mom owned?
It's called the Blackhawk Club.
Who owned it?
My mom and her sister.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Allen's Black Hawk.
Allen's Blackhawk Club. He owned it with my mom's sister, my aunt.
Thanks for giving the kids my sody pop, Grandpa.
You don't need it.
Thanks a lot. Neither do they.
Neither do they.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, so, you know what? I think I want to start doing some interviews with some other people, but we need to figure out how we can do, Facebook Live with 2 people, one on each side or something. And Steve Bessler, my IT guy and brother-in-law, is trying to figure out how to do that.
Well, Jode and I did it. We tested it.
You and Joe didn't do nothing.
Oh, please. Hey, one more question from our friend Rasmussen. Rick, what's the fastest speed you've ever gone on a bike, and which bike was it?
That's easy. It was 135, and it was on my Victory Cross Country, my cartoon bike.
There's a fellow motorcyclist.
And we were out in we were headed to Arizona to play golf, and we were going across the desert, and I had that 26-inch wheel on there, so I thought, well, I'll get it up to 100 just to see, make sure there's no wobble. And it got up to 100 like that, and then I thought, well, maybe I'll get it up to 110. And next thing I know, I got it up to 135, and I said, there's no wobble. Okay, I can still see all the mirrors. Slow down, slow down, slow down. And I did.
Huh.
I don't want to go that fast again.
Do you play a musical instrument? Because these people don't know about your singing.
Yeah, I don't play. I used to play the guitar when I was a little boy.
What song can you play?
Red River Valley.
Do you play the harmonica?
Nope.
I know how to play.
Here's our demo co friends.
Yeah.
We're right by work again. And Punch Wally.
So there's my trailer.
Oh yeah.
All right, so here's Punch Wally right here.
There's the sea hag. Ooh,
There's
she's
the
pretty.
sea hag. All right, so Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas with Bigun. We are signing out. Like, comment, share. Throw in some topics you'd like to see us do. I want to, if somebody knows how to do a Facebook with its split screen or something.
Well, hey, is it Chris Callen that,
Chris Callen.
I think he knows how to do it, doesn't he?
Chris Callen can do anything.
Maybe we
He's
call
like,
him.
He's like Superman.
Well, there you go.
It's actually his wife, I think, knows more about it than he does.
Hey, Rocky, say bye.
Bye.
That's silly. Pearl, say bye. Bye, Curly.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Strokers Dallas merch, merch.com. Remember, we buy bikes, we sell bikes, we do consignments, we do all that stuff. Okay? Love you, bye.